You think we're gonna beat all these games?
Nope.
Backlog boys.
No, probably not.
Showtime.
She came out of the lamp just for us. Here she is.
I'd rub her lamp.
Are we the wrong color?
Oh, we
Must
are the
be,
wrong color.
yeah.
I even went and checked the color before
Did
we
you?
started. And I totally forgot.
Whoopsie.
We gotta use hoe.
She does good against those.
I know. They really want you to use her in this
doozies.
dungeon.
Yeah.
It makes a lot more sense, you
She's
know?
really bad against the cannons, though.
That was one thing that was
I think
weird.
The cannons must just be good against magic.
Yeah.
Something.
That was one thing that was another thing that made the first dungeon so difficult. It's like, you get Toasty, but like, she wasn't necessarily great against everything.
No,
you know?
she wasn't really great against much in that.
I mean,
first dungeon.
she's good against flyers.
Yeah.
So you have the bats that were super annoying, but they're also the weakest enemy, and they didn't show up as much in the later parts, you know. But this dungeon seems really catered towards using charms. You gotta use your charms to get through here. You gotta use your charms to get through Queens.
Yeah, you gotta charm your way through.
Yeah.
Tell us about the Nintendo.
Oh yeah, we said we were gonna talk about the NX.
New exhilaration.
Well, this is interesting, Vaughn, because E3 is coming up.
It is.
And we're recording this pretty far ahead of time. So
predictions?
We may
Mad predictions coming out from the Backlog boys.
we may actually already know what the NX is going to be like
when this comes out
before these predictions are being made.
Yeah. Well, see, that's a good test though. So that the prediction will come out like as it happens, kind of.
Yeah.
And then
So we'll get to
judge
see if we were
themselves.
right or not.
Yeah.
Well,
and the people can.
I'll tell you what the rumors I have heard are before I give you my predictions.
Okay.
You just kind of what's on the table.
So we're gonna take a quick little trip to Rumor City.
Yeah, and then just kind of that will
throw out
explain
hypotheses.
what the theories are based on. Well, one of the big rumors is the cloud processing thing. Are you familiar with this, Vaughn? Oh,
I've heard something
God.
about it. Yeah. God, this.
He's always sneaking up from.
Sniped the crap out of you.
Yeah. So the cloud processing thing says that like the system has a certain amount of power, but whenever the NX is off, it is
contributing power, processing power to other NXs.
Yes, because they're all connected to the internet.
Yeah.
All the time, even when they're off.
To some sort of like
to like a big
Nintendo
server,
magic server.
Yeah, and it's like
the future is now.
Using was that your hand? Okay,
Yeah.
that was freaking me out. I thought somebody was coming downstairs. And it's like using the RAM and the graphics processing power of a console remotely.
Yeah.
So that it, like theoretically has infinite processing power. So
it's always night somewhere, and people are always sleeping in some part.
Right.
Of the world.
That's the idea. So oh my God, everything is about to die. So that's the big overarching theory that has not really been confirmed or is at different tiers of confirmation.
Can't put cheese on the sword.
No, I tried. And our last antidote. I'm actually gonna put the poison amulet back on because we haven't been. I mean, I guess I don't.
In a while.
I guess I don't know how many freezes we've avoided. But
yeah, I suppose you can't measure it because it doesn't happen.
Yeah. And then I guess the other big rumor with the NX is that like this kind of rumor seems to always come around every time a new console comes out, and that rumor is that as soon as the new console is like announced or is given a launch date or is launched, that the previous console is just done, kaput,
Just
over,
dead.
like,
Yeah.
and no more games will be made for it. And that seems to happen every time. And of course, that theory is happening right now too.
Yeah, but for good reason.
So you know what I think, Vaughn?
Tell us.
I think that we need a special item that we get from doing
I
Giorama
thought you were
stuff.
about to tell me about what your thoughts on the NX.
No, talking about Dark Cloud.
We need what?
I think we
For the
need
music
to.
box?
I think we need to complete the Giorama in order to get a special item that we have to use on this music box. That's going to take us to the boss floor.
And so you think this is so? Oh yeah, I guess can we not advance without without it.
We can't advance without
So
that
we
music
must have
box, and we
all the
haven't gotten
Atla.
anything. So yeah, this must be the last floor, and we have all the Atla.
Right. Well, time to go georama it up.
Yeah, let's get out there. So my thoughts on the NX are that
Oh, and the touchscreen screen, yeah.
right, and there's a big
No-
controversy around the different rumors
Is there supposed to be no
surrounding
buttons?
the controller. I do not subscribe to the theory that there's going to be no buttons. I mostly out of strong hope, but also out of faith.
Trusting Nintendo.
Yeah, I don't think that they would make a completely buttonless controller. Like, I think they would just make their own mobile phone before they would do that.
Yeah.
Which is definitely still quite possible. You know, they launched Miitomo to kind of get everybody thinking about Nintendo on mobile platforms, and I think they're just gonna kind of slowly work their way into that, because they're probably still thinking about their quality of life thing. You gotta stop. You gotta stop. Whatever that is. It's triggering me big time. But yeah, I think that, you know, the way that the Wii U stepped away from the Wii to a more traditional gaming console, I think the NX is gonna do another step in that direction.
Where it's going to be
I don't think it's gonna be.
I
I think it's gonna cater even more to hardcores, and they're gonna stick to their guns even more as far as like key franchises, and focus on putting out really good software, and, you know, do things kind of how they did back in the SNES days, where they come up with a concept and they build their intellectual property
and then
around
they put an
it.
IP into it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's what they're going to try to focus on, as well as putting powerful technology behind it so nobody complains. But
People will complain.
of course, people are always going to complain about Nintendo, but I think they're really hungry to turn it around, and I think this new business-minded president,
What's his name?
I forget.
I forgot his name too.
Yeah, man, we got a bunch of stuff going on here.
Yeah. Lantern.
We are
Barrel.
about to just wreck up here. Let's see.
I hope. Well, see, the funny thing is, like, trying to shift towards a more hardcore audience, whatever they determine that to mean.
Yeah, see, I think they've already widened their audience. I don't think they're gonna keep trying to widen their audience.
Yeah.
I think that's a bad idea.
But the thing is, like, it seemed like. But what did they do with that? You know, like, there's no games. Like, the Wii U has so few games. So like, yeah, they get and like, I feel like that's part of what. I don't know. Like, the Wii was the best-selling system of its generation, and even if it was like, you know, there were very few hardcore games, but there were some great hardcore games. Like Xenoblade was a total
I think that
godsend for the people who stuck around with Nintendo. You know?
Yeah, but I also think that the Wii U is proof that Nintendo is more concerned with what they're making than sales.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think Nintendo's...
But I think they're still viewing it as
like
a failure.
Well, yeah. Well, I don't know.
It seems like what the...
Like, I think the Japanese idea of failure is different than the American idea of failure. Like, we equate money so much to success, whereas I think it's more about...
So you think, okay, maybe it's the industry outside determining that it's a failure.
Right. Yeah, they don't... They're not listening to...
This building is freaking sweet.
Yeah, it's like a cathedral. They're not listening to the, like, pundits and critics saying it's a failure. They're listening to fans saying that it's a failure. You know, like...
Yeah.
If the people who, like, that's the people who validate for them, is what I'm thinking.
Nice. Good find.
Yeah, dude, they're hiding stuff. They're trying. Church is greedy.
But we're cheesing.
We're cheesing. Darn right.
I mean, I don't personally think that the Wii U is a bad system at all.
I don't either. I think it's fantastic. I mean, it's definitely, like, undervalued as far as, like, the amount of games came out versus the potential of the hardware.
Yeah.
You know, rip Pokemon Snap.
Yeah. Like, they're... But, like, yeah, I feel... Or not upset, but it's like... I own 2 Wii U games.
Really? You only have 2?
I have 2 Wii U games.
That's pitiful, man. There's some really good Wii U games.
Yeah. But...
I mean, like, my Wii U collection is not enormous, but almost every single game in that collection I adore.
Yeah.
Like, Mario 3D World, one of the best games I've ever played.
Yeah.
Yoshi's Woolly World, really, really good platformer. Great Yoshi game for Yoshi fans. Xenoblade Chronicles X, can't wait to play more. Smash 4,
Lots of fun.
wonderfully built. Mario Maker definitely changed the industry. I am confident in saying that. I don't think anybody should refute that. It totally, you know, like just kind of like Minecraft did, where like just putting everything in the player's hands. But doing it with something that was kind of like pre-existing. Donkey Kong Country, amazing. Captain Toad, really unique concept, loved it. Proof that a spin-off can be successful.
I think that it seems like there weren't many, except for like, you know, like, whoa, that is a spire.
Yeah, man.
Is it the Leaning Tower of Pizza?
Chests.
Nice. But like, there weren't many. It seems like there weren't many small games for the Wii U.
Yeah, they didn't.
There were not games.
They didn't like pad the library.
Yeah,
it's just like a bunch of greatest hits and nothing else.
Yeah, there are like Wii games to go back to that you missed. You know,
and
it
then,
seems like
then there's like 95% garbage.
Yeah, which there is. Like, there are a lot of horribly motion controlled games that are absolute trash. But like, there are hidden gems.
It's funny though, like
there
people,
aren't gems
people say
to go.
Like, so many developers wanted to complain that it was hard to develop for the Wii U, but then like how many people tried their hand at developing for the Wii and just absolutely tanked and made a horrible piece of crap game, polished turds left and right. It's kind of funny.
Barbie 6 for the Wii. Best Wii game.
Tomorrow on The Boys, more Giorama shenanigans.
Hey, it's the afternoon. And that's when we will... Wait, what time slot is Dark Planet?
It's 1 p.m.
Well, next afternoon. Tomorrow afternoon, we'll...
See you again.
We'll catch you.